Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome back to the sim. Today you're looking at X-Plane 12.1 beta on Steam. We have a big update to X-Plane today. I'm just going to read some of the stuff out shortly, but this is in beta, so if you do want to download the beta, I don't know how you do it on the X-Plane launcher, but on Steam you go to Properties, Beta, and then click Open Beta, and it'll download the latest beta. So this is X-Plane 12.1, the biggest update to X-Plane 12 they have had. It comes with a plethora of different updates and new and improved features. So let's just start with what we're looking at now. So it looks a bit better. I'm on the X-Plane website now, just going to read through some of the things it does include. Clouds are blended at the voxel level and not from the metar level anymore, fixing pyramids, cubes and other obvious shapes, so hopefully the clouds will look more like clouds. Weather near metar stations is blended using softened Bonio diagram, which will result in closer to real metar conditions at the airport, which is very well needed. Another one I liked is improved turbulence system from the smoother experience, especially around clouds. So especially in the Zibo, you'll see the yoke struggle to keep the airplane in a straight line. The autopilot will fight the wind, but that's not going to happen anymore. Icing on the A330, 737 and C90 Citation X has changed. Got control plan, loads of bug fixes, graphics has completely changed. Please go on to the X-Plane website to have a read of all the changes. Weather, water's changed, autogen, especially in Europe, has changed. We've got a hell of a lot of new stuff. So we're going to take the Zibo mod 737-800 as Ryanair 68 Foxtrot Yankee, so FR 68 Foxtrot Yankee to Dublin from London Stansted. So we'll have a look at the scenery in a second. So I just want to have a quick look at the new autogen. And let me just get up my sim brief profile. So we are only 737-800 today, that is the one. So the airport you're looking at now is Builds. Oh no, sorry, not Builds. This is the scenery by Boundless Simulations, and the Dublin one is by Boundless as well. It's a really nice scenery. This is one of Boundless' better ones, but I do give Boundless a bit of a gripe. The Birmingham scenery is really is crap, to be honest with you, but this Stansted scenery is really nice actually, and the Dublin scenery we're going to is really nice as well. So we are in Ryanair livery today, flying their Dublin bus service. They do one every half hour from Stansted. So let me just have a look at the routing. Oh sorry, let's have a look at the autogen first though. So my graphics are at basically ultra. Those as high as I can get them. And I'll also say that the performance, I'm getting a lot less stutters. But yeah, so this is sort of the autogen. We'll have a look closer to some bigger cities because Stansted is in the middle of nowhere. So it's just more fields than anything. And there is the airport there. And the clouds are already looking better. Let's have a zoom out and have a look at them. So it does look a little bit better. So we'll jump into the flight deck and we will start by battery power, emergency exit lights, ground power. Then we'll get the IRSs into nav. Yaw damper will wait for that. Window heats can come on. Trim air can come on. Forward fuel pump. The electric and hydraulic pumps. Tanks go to auto. APU bleed can cut off, sorry. Keep the chime up, see what I can stay off. We'll get the position light onto steady. Clear. We'll now jump into the tablet. We'll go, payload today is 14.5. And the total fuel weight today, we are taking 6 tons of fuel, so not much, to get us to Dublin today.
Ground flight deck hose is connected and starting
Lovely.
refueling.
So get rid of that. Also, the lighting in the flight deck, if you look, it looks a little bit better. It looks quite nice actually. So we'll get that all ready. And we'll jump into the FMC. So we've got FMC, pausing it, Echo Golf Sierra Sierra, left IRS position. We are going to Echo India Delta Whiskey. We are Ryanair 68 Foxtrot Yankee. And we are taking off on runway 04 today. Activate and execute that. We'll jump over here and actually, before I forget, we'll go hardware yaw. We'll go departures. We are departing on 04 via the Ottawa 10. I'll go down. Ottawa, Quebec 75 to Buzzard. Buzzard to Tango 420 to the Trent TNT. From there we'll go to Leldo. And then to the Mike 145 to Bagso. From Bagso we're going to jump on the arrival, so we're going to go departure and arrivals. ILS 28 on the Bagso 2 X-ray, execute that, we'll go legs, put that down there, before plan, so departure left hand turn, up towards Dublin and then into the arrival there. That looks completely fine by me. So as first altitude we're going to go to is 4,000 feet today. Left flight director, right flight director because I'm doing the flight. Like that. We'll align the standby gauges here and the weather here at Stansted is so we're looking at lovely weather 1005. And I will make sure those are connected, so general captain, and they are now together. So we'll start the APU. Seatbelt sign can come on now.
Ground flight deck fuel is all loaded up and you are good to go.
Perfectly on time. Go in reference route Perth. 0 fuel weight plugged in. 6 tons of fuel. Reserves 3. Cost index today is a typical Ryanair 6. We're going up to 350. Cruise winds today are 119 at 42. And the ISA deviation is 2. So we are basically ready to go. We'll just get the performance. So we're going to go N1, take off. We'll go 24k, flat 5, 6 units of trim, and 145 on the speed. So we go 145, and 6 units of trim. Jump up here and get the APU on. Get some conditioned air into the cabin. 3 minutes left until alignment. Lovely. So, get the yoke back up. You guys want a quick look at my graphic settings? These are them here. This is what I'm using. At the moment, so we've got texture qualities maximum, ambient occlusion quality high, we've got rendering resolution on off and full resolution, robust contrast adaptive sharpening, 100%. 4 times MSAA, 8 times atmospheric filter. Cloud quality is on high, and then medium for veg density. My specs are an Intel Core i5 processor, 16 gigabytes of RAM, 240 SSD, gigabyte SSD. I've got a 2 terabyte SSD as well with X-Plane on. I'm using an RTX 3060 Ti as well, and I am getting roughly, with the new update, a solid 30 to 40 frames, and I am at highway ceiling, so everything is looking good so far. This is beta, so please, if you do see anything that is a bit funny while we're flying, it's probably going to be fixed by the time the beta ends. If you're happy with how your sim looks, please don't go into the beta, because it will break a few things. So just make sure you're ready to go into beta. With my X-Plane, I don't have much going on with it at the moment, so I was more than happy to join the beta and test it out. So we'll actually get better pushback already. Pre-plan pushback. We'll go there.
Round the cockpit. Plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you're ready.
So, how long have we got left? 2 minutes. I will see you guys then shortly when we are ready to push. Hello and welcome back. As you can see, we have the tug connected. We are all ready to go. Air stairs are popped away and the doors are all shut. Taxi here, tail right, nose left, and the taxi is pretty straightforward. Second left, straight down to the other side of the runway, taking off. Short left turn after departure.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
And then we'll climb up to 4,000. We'll have to stay at 4,000 for a bit before leaving London airspace, and then we'll climb up to our cruising altitude of 350. Flight time today, didn't explain it, but it is 55 minutes. So let's get ready. Let's do the panel above here. I don't know why these are this measurement, but we'll go up to 350. And the altitude in Dublin is 150. Right, okay. Anti-collision light can come on. Parking brake has been released. We are ready to push.
So connected and bypass pin
left and right
inserted.
can come on.
Release parking brake. Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
So we will start engine number 2 first on the right side. Wait for it to get to 25 and then we'll throw the fuel in. Fuel's been thrown in, and we have of course gas temperatures rising there. Everything looks good. Got a good oil pressure now. And we'll give it a second, just wait for the engine to stabilise. And we'll go engine number 1 start. And we'll do the same again. And throw the fuel in, and we'll watch that engine start. And that is engine number 1 started.
Operation complete.
Set the parking
brake.
As you can see, the lighting in the flight deck looks quite good now.
Disconnecting tow.
They have
Stand by.
tried to fix it, I believe. Looks a lot better. So that's both engines stabilised. We'll go left gen, right gen. Tax light APU off. Probe heat on. Start switch is continuous. Disconnect the tug. Left pack, right pack, auto. Isolation valve auto. APU bleed off. No fuel in the centre tanks, so it's just the fuel pumps at the front. We will go flaps 1, 2 and 3. We'll blank the lower DU. We have V-speeds of 145 set.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Thank you. So he's disconnecting. Flap 5 with a stop trailer of 6. We have that in 4,000 feet is our first altitude. We have an LNAV engaged at 1,000 feet. We'll bug up and we are ready to go. So we'll do a flight control check. So we'll go full right, neutral, full left, neutral, full forward, neutral and full back, neutral. Now on the rudders, full left, neutral and full right, neutral. All flight controls are free and correct. Recall is checked, that's fine. He has given us the bypass pin, so we will release the parking brake, stand the thrust levers up. No takeoff config warning, so we will taxi on. In the latest version of the Zibo, I don't think it's been updated to the version 1 yet, but for utilising all the new things, but it's still good enough to fly in this. I don't think we'll have any problems. So we'll taxi round here shortly. So left here. And we'll go straight down to the other end of the runway. Pop the TCAS on now. I'll just leave it on full because we're not on the line. Now the bloom's a bit much. Might have to play around with turning that down a bit, but the cockpit hasn't gone black so far, so that's okay. Right. I'll leave you guys with a little time lapse of us taxiing to the runway, and I'll see you when we get just short of the hold point down at runway 04. Hello and welcome back. We are about to turn onto the runway 04 now. We're going to go full length. In the Zibo there isn't really a takeoff performance calculator, it just gives you V speeds, so I can't really tell if we could set the intersection. I mean, I'm sure we could because it's very light, but just to be on the safe side, we're going to go full length, 24k. What we'll do now is 22 knots. Get the runway turn off on, and we'll get the lights on now. Tell the crew to sit down, arm the auto throttle, and we are ready to go. So recall checked, everything's ready, I'm happy to go. Nothing right, nothing left, ready to go. First time testing the Zibo mod in a while as well, so please don't judge the landing. I've been used to Microsoft Flight Simulator recently. But we will see how it handles. I'm sure it'll be great. So No messing around, Ryanair style, 40%. Stable, push turbo, set takeoff thrust. Speed alive. 80 knots neutral. Keeping the aircraft level. Bit of right aileron.
V1 rotate.
Rotate, plenty of runway. And up
Positive
we
brake.
go. Gear up. That takeoff's really nice. See, it's the
400.
difference between explain right top. I put aileron into wind and the aeroplane stayed central by rotating. It come off the ground really nice and smooth.
1000.
Like it would in the real aeroplane. Right, bug up now. Push nose forward. I'll engage command A. Gear can come up and off. We'll go flaps 1. Is there a speed restriction? I didn't check the chart. So it says 250 on there, but on the chart it says 220, so we'll go 220. We'll go flaps up.
Thousand to go.
1,000 feet to go. So 4,000 out hold. Tax light go on. Turn these from auto to off now. And because we're offline, don't really want to mess around with this, so we'll go direct to buzzard. And we'll go VNAV right up to 350. Then we'll now VNAV speed. Using reserve fuel, I don't think so. What's 3.4, so we're definitely not using reserve fuel. We'll jump into the FMC quickly. I'm going to go legs, no fix, sorry, not the Airbus. We'll go runway 28 left, /4, /10, /115. Next we'll go cruise, pop the yoke back in, stand barometric pressure, zoom out, there's the descent already. Cabin crew can be released. Going through cloud now, look at that. Just nice movement on the yoke looking major. Through a bit of wind we go. That looks nice, that does now. See, but look, bit of wind turb. Oh, as I say, the yoke does do what it does in the old one. It's still a lot better than what it was. So the landing lights going to come off now. We'll have a look. It is a bit dramatic still. Like I said, it is beta, so it should be okay. Yeah, that is a bit dramatic. Wouldn't be doing that in real life. We'll move the yoke because that's annoying me now. We'll go direct well in. not need any anti-ice. Above 10,000, we'll accelerate now. Should be coming out of the clouds shortly.
Ladies and gentlemen, please continue to observe the fasten seatbelt sign until the captain has
I mean, that could look too
We do
good.
recommend for your comfort and safety that you keep your seatbelt securely fastened throughout your flight. There is a call bell, reading light and fresh air vent in the panel just above your head, and we'd like to remind you that this is a strictly non-smoking flight and all toilets are fitted with smoke detectors. We invite you to sit back, relax and enjoy your flight with us.
Right, as we're about to break out, I'll leave you guys with some climate cruise highlights and I'll see you in about 20 minutes when we are descending into Dublin. Hello and welcome back to the sim. We are now descending through 13,000 feet. QNH is 10004, so we changed that now as we descend through part of the landing lights. We're about to go through 10,000. We have the ILS's plugged in, so it's 111.35, 278 of course, which we have plugged in on both sides. Final approach speed is going to be 149. We're going flat 30, about 5 knots onto that. Weather down in Dublin is fine at the moment. It's got a tailwind, I think as we land. It did give us 2.8 left, probably 10 right would be better, but it's still just within limits. So at the moment we have 110, so it is directly down the runway. But what we're going to do is, should be okay. 12 knots is the maximum, so hopefully it should be a-okay. But on the climb out, the weather through the clouds was still, the aircraft was lunging left, right, left, so that still hasn't been fixed fully. Hopefully they can sort of fix that before the final release. And the blue is a bit too much. I need to tone it down a bit, find a way to tone it down because it's hurting my eyes. Looking out the window, but here we are. The Zibo handled it very nicely with sending down. Once we go through 10,000, seatbelts on is already on. We're going at 3,000, we should be at 3,000 at lap 9. So, and actually what we'll do now is, because we're offline, instead of just trying to do this, we'll go direct lap 9. Try and get the VNAV squared up a bit. There you go, so fine now. Apparently the water's changed as well, so can't really see from here, it just looks blue, but when we get down closer to Dublin, because we're arriving on 2.8 left, Should be able to see a nice bit of the sea as we come in. Through 9,000 now, everything's still looking good. Probably trying to get that speed down a bit shortly. So, the only problem with this bloom is you can't really see the scenery as you come in. Like I can't see the land, like you have to zoom in a bit. If you look out, you have to sort of squint to stare at the screen because it's so bright. It's not that good. I'll have to fiddle around with my settings and try and sort that out. 7,000 now. I'll open the speed window, I'll go vertical speed as well. Clouds do look better. I have noticed a lot less blocky clouds. They do look nicer. And sort of, it's weird because the cockpit camera has different lighting about it. However, when you go to the outside views, the weather looks like the lighting, the weather looks really nice. Then if you jump back, it's like, ow, my eyes. And then fine again. Like, I wish that is what you can just see out the window. It's like that. Instead of this. Right, so 6,000. I'm going to descend. Not descend, I'm going to slow down to 220 now. Close the thrust levers. We'll see if it starts slowing down by itself a little bit. We'll help it out with a notch of speed brake and slowing the rate of descent to 1,000 feet per minute. Stir the speed brake now. And we'll go to 2,500 just so the aircraft doesn't level off at that though. Now, speed's looking good. Happy with how it's going so far. 5 miles to run until we get to land. So I'm going to go to the up speed, get flat 1 out shortly. And we'll go flat 1. Flat 1 speed. Well, actually, we'll just go 190. That's okay. Then the glide slope has just appeared on the right hand side of the PFD. So looks like we're just so we should be able to arm approach. So the speed's not coming down as much as I'd like it, so we'll go bit of speed brake as we turn right. We'll slow down that rate of descent as well. We'll go approach mode, speed brake will come in now. We have the localizer alive, the localizer captured. flat one. I mean, that wing view does look really nice in the weather, like the sun. Just that view there, what is going on? And then the oxygen's coming in now, but I just don't like the cut off. Like, why does it stop there? The airport's loaded, like why can't it load to the airport? Which is very silly. Anyway, we are established. Here is going to capture the glide slope now, 9 miles out. Glide slope alive, glide slope captured, 4,000 feet, flat 5. We will book the flat 5 speed. There's flat 5 coming up. Start switches. I forgot to turn off the continuous after I put the anti-ice on. I didn't record it, but we went through a cloud, went to -2, so I had to put the anti-ice on. See, the oxygen does look a bit more full, a bit nicer.
2500.
2500. And it does look better. We'll give it that. It's just like, why can't it have it all loaded in now already? Like, that's, my view range is on maximum. It's ridiculous. Anyway, 5 miles. We'll go gear down. Flap 15. Speed brake. Arm green light. Start switch continuous. Cabin crew advised. 149 on the speed. Flat 30. And we are configured. We're at 3.6 miles now. I've flown the next time. So what I'm going to do is when we get to the white bar, I'm going to disconnect it and hand fly. So we'll throw it, come on. Once pilot is off, it's my aeroplane.
$1,000 feet stabilized, Mr. Perch, altitude set.
Keep it descending, a bit low now, a bit more thrust. Is a bit of a nasty tailwind actually. 7 knots, still within limits.
300.
300 checked. 2 red, 2 white. Looking good. A bit high now.
200.
It's primarily looking at window.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Down we are. It's that tailwind there. See, the flight physics in X-Man is so good. I mean, I was fighting down the runway there with that tailwind position. It's really good.
80 knots.
80 knots. 60 knots. Manual braking. Auto braking come off now. Stopping's assured. And we'll turn off right here. And there's the Ryanair fanfare. And we're off. So,
thank you for flying Ryanair. Last year, over 90% of our flights arrived on time. We hope you enjoyed yours, and we look forward to welcoming you on board again soon. Ryanair. Low fares, made simple.
Love the Ryanair fanfare. And we are down. Welcome down to Dublin. That little bit of a gusty arrival.
Welcome to this airport. For your own comfort and safety, please remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened until the aircraft has come to complete stop and the captain has switched off the fasten seatbelt sign. Please refrain
Or misjudge that turn a bit there.
Have reached the designated smoking area, which is well outside the terminal. support today. We'd like to thank you for choosing to fly with us.
Taxiing at Dublin is quite simple, just straight down, left, and then it's the terminal over here. But welcome down to Dublin, blustery arrival. It's quite fun actually, with that tailwind. As soon as I sort of cut the thrust and was pulling up to flare, and the aeroplane wouldn't sink, wouldn't land, it just kept floating, but put it down, kept flying it. Welcome down, so flaps can come up now. We'll get the APU on. And we'll taxi down to the runway. Hopefully, if it doesn't crash, we will get a nice replay of the landing for you guys, with some nice shots. And we'll try out if I know how to do the new camera system, the depth of field and stuff, so we'll get some nice pictures and stuff as well. And actually, let's have a look. What's it? Excellent rating, thank you. Thank you, Zibo. No penalties, no nothing. Perfect landing. I did try very hard. I haven't flown this aeroplane in a while, so it was a bit. That's why I wanted to do a bit more hand flying. I just wanted to get used to the flight dynamics, especially because we had a tailwind. I did notice the rudder kept yawing around a bit, but I'm not a real pilot. I don't know if that's how the real aeroplane would behave with snaps, but I trust it would. So we're down anyway. Zibo handled it lovely as well as usual. X-Plane does look a lot better. It's handled a lot better. The frames are better. I'm getting less stutters. I'm a lot more happy with the sim. The only problem I have with it is this sort of absolutely horrible bloom there. It's really strong. I mean, I can barely see the terminal. Like, why can't they just keep it like that? And also the weather going through clouds is unflyable. The airplane, not the aircrane. The airplane there doesn't handle it very well. Apart from that, really good. It's really nice update. Of course, we didn't use a lot of the stuff, like we didn't do a gear up belly landing to see the new sparks today, but could do. Try it out in a video soon to see that. But everything went well. I'm really happy with it. Questions that I get asked is X-Plane worth it? Now, I'm going to do a video of a complete review of X-Plane once this comes out properly, and I'll explain it. However, will this update get you to download X-Plane 12 again if you don't have it already? My answer to that is no. If you're happy with Microsoft Flight Simulator and you don't have much of a budget, don't get into X-Plane yet. Wait for more updates. But if you already have X-Plane 12 and you think about re-downloading it, absolutely. It's a really good update. Now, if you're new to flight simming and you're trying to think of a sim you would like, I would recommend using Microsoft Flight Simulator first. If you do want to use X-Plane because it's nicer to fly on physics wise, then get X-Plane because you do get the Zibo free. However, don't expect to be flying into your local airport and it to look exactly how it does in real life. And your system, you're going to have a lot of hardware and software for X-Plane as well, and also a lot of storage for the ortho if you do want to make it look really nice. Apart from that, X-Plane's a really good sim. So, my answer to that question is maybe, basically, maybe. Right, and I think we will go into this one over here by the fuel truck. So APU is on and available. Taxi light can come off. 1, 2, 3 sounds good to me. No marshaller today, but we'll eyeball it, and I'd probably say, is that any good? Perfect. Right. I couldn't do that if you paid me again. Engine 1, engine 2 off. 2 blues, 1 red, engines dead. Fuel pumps can't come off. Seatbelt sign can't come off now. And before I open any doors, let's see if a nice replay will work. So, replay mode activated, and it has worked. So we'll try and get a nice landing. There you go. Oh, nice little pause there. So it was a bit windy coming in. I kept it quiet, didn't break any rules or anything trying to get it in. I mean, a bit left there. There's the pause. There's the check. There you go. So I would have probably slammed it, kept it, and then actually that was a really nice landing in the touchdown zone. And down into Dublin we are. So if I scroll it back a bit to or watch it from around here. So, bit windy, typical Ryanair landing into Dublin, especially with the wind. There's the left, there's the check. That left wheel nearly planted, and then buttoned in really, and down we are. So guys, thanks for watching, please like and subscribe. I'm going to leave you now with a long replay of the landing via the wing view, and I'll hope to see you all in the next one.